What's good, everybody, and welcome into the first episode of the What's a Filter podcast. I'm your host, and I go by the name of Taylor Vanderbilt. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of you out there listening. It really means a lot of hard work and sweat and tears, that whole cliche. A lot of hard work, though, went into it. And so I really, really appreciate all of you out there tuning in, especially to little old me. So thank you. Today's show is going to be very short, very, very short. I didn't want to dive into any topics or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a idea of who I am and then an idea of what the show is going to look like and kind of why I started it. So, as I said before, my name is Taylor Vanderbilt. Born and raised in Tennessee. Love sports, music, culture, all of the above. So, that's essentially me in a nutshell. Played basketball in high school, went to UTK and graduated from college in 2019 with a journalism degree. So this whole, telling, having a space to create content and talk is really up my alley. So that's essentially me in a nutshell. And banking off of that, you can really go right into why I created What's a Filter. So for me, What's a Filter is like a culmination of a lot of things. I've started podcasts before, I think 3 or 4 in the past, and they all just kind of fizzled out and failed for one reason or another. So for me, What's a Filter was a chance to really hone in all of those failures that I had and try to put something out that I thought was better than all of them put together. So on top of that, What's a Filter is also a space for me to come and give my hot takes, talk, rant, just be myself. And that's essentially why I created it. I wanted a space where people could come and be authentically themselves and give their own authentic opinions about whatever it is that they may be thinking. So I wanted to create a space where I could do that for myself. And so I don't care if one person's listening or millions people are listening. Like, I want to still be the same exact way, the same authentic me. And I just felt like, you have Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, but sometimes certain opinions, and I'm not talking about, things out in left field, just wild, crazy opinions, but just even certain small sports opinions, people will go out of their way to tell you why you are wrong. So, or why, that's not correct. And it just felt like I don't even feel like doing this. It's exhausting trying to defend. So I decided to create a space where I could just give my hot takes without having to defend them just yet. And then once I, post it and that, all that, you guys can come at me with everything, but I'll be prepared. At least I'll have some time to sit back and relax and let it marinate a little bit. So, but that is in a nutshell why I created What's a Filter and a little bit about me. So what to expect for this show? I would want you guys to expect the unexpected. No, I'm just playing. I want you guys to expect a little bit of everything. If you know me personally, I am into everything. I love sports. I love music, culture, just anything about tech, just anything under the sun. If there's something to be learned about, I'm going to try to learn it and then just be a part of whatever that community is, especially if I'm really into it. So this is definitely going to be a podcast with heavy sports topics, heavy music topics, heavy just culture topics. And then I'll do things like Twitter question of the week and things of that nature to I want to engage this. I want this to be an audience engaged podcast. I guess does that even make sense? Audience engaged. I don't know if that's a term, but I want this to be a podcast where you guys listening to me reach out to me, tell me. I'm always available on social media. So just reach out to me. Tell me, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. No, I think you're wrong, or I think you're right. I want this to be a place where it's almost like a community of people who respect each other's opinions, but aren't afraid to challenge each other as well. So that in a nutshell is What's a Filter is going to kind of look like and what it's going to kind of be about. So yeah, like I said, this is the first episode. I'm not going to go super long. It's going to be super short. I didn't want to bore you and with some topic right now, trying to rush it or whatnot. So yeah. So thank you guys for coming in and listening. It's it's exciting to know that people are out there, really care about what you're doing. So thank you again for all of you that are listening. Like I said, almost forgot. This podcast, What's a Filter, will be dropping every Tuesday and Friday, every week. Hopefully we can start to ramp up, but look out for the real first episode, I guess you could say, the first long form episode coming out this Friday. So yeah, man, been a while. But thank you guys again for listening, and peace. We out.